next concept is National Conference on Land Governance in Northeast States. Okay. So there is a conference on how to govern the land in Northeast region of India. Okay. So the National Conference on Land Governance in Northeast States concluded recently in Guwahati. It was happened in Guwahati, Assam, with primary focus on digitizing and modernizing land records. So the primary goal is to modernize land records, digital land record. It makes the management of land very easy. And the main goal is land governance, so that citizens will get prompt solutions fast on land queries. If everything digitized, what happened? If one person wants to know on whose name one land is, particular land is registered, he can directly go to the office, land management, revenue office. There he can get the digital record and he can get the solution fast. So it is co-organized by Lal Bahadur Shastri, National Academy of Administration and Department of Land Resources. The conference aimed at highlighting significance of land records development for overall progress. And they want to highlight how land records help in development or progress. Okay? How land records help in development of a region. So that in revenue office every work will move fast. So that automatically development works will be in progress fast. They focused on some discussions and topics. The conference agenda covered diverse range of topics related to modernization of land records. Engaging discussions took place on subjects such as current state of practices, advancement in land record management. So they discussed on how the current practices is going on in land management. They are far more better or not, how to improvise them. And improvements also discussed, how much advancement or improvement took place till now in land records, and assessment framework for land governance. And they assessed the framework for land governance. Whatever the framework exists now, it is efficient or not. They checked this. Okay, it's sufficient or not, what to do with it. Customary and indigenous laws. Okay, laws and policies also they discussed regarding land governance. Okay, survey of India in modernization process. And they also want to survey entire India in land modernization, land records process. Okay, these sessions fostered comprehensive understanding of challenges and opportunities involved in digitizing land records. So they also discussed the challenges involved in modernizing land records. Okay, identifying gaps in digitization efforts. They also want to find what are the challenges where the gaps are coming in implementing modernization of land records. Means whether administrative problems or survey issues, what are the issues they want to sort out. Okay, while significant progress has been made in computerizing and digitizing land records in many regions of Assam, National Conference shed light on existing gaps within Bodoland Terrestrial Council. So where there are gaps means in implementing the land records, modernization of land records. So in some areas there are persistent gaps. The areas are Bodoland Terrestrial Council, Karbi Anglang Autonomous District Council, Dima Hasao Autonomous District Council. Steps are being taken to finalize the Bodoland policy, address need for survey and settlement in Karbi Anglang, and conduct surveys of non-cadastral areas in Dima Hasao. Critical areas are there where there are so many challenges in implementing administrative or survey challenges in implementing modernization of land records. So they are taking into consideration these three areas, okay, Bodoland and also Karbi region and Dimasa Hasao. In all these regions they are making some study to solve the persistent challenges. Okay. Initiatives by Autonomous District Council. During the conference, various autonomous district councils showcased their unique land governance practices. They also showcased, they called autonomous district councils to the conference. There they showcased the land management practices, how they are implementing land management, how they are digitizing the land. All these practices they showcased. Okay, explained, displayed there. Okay, Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous Council, Loy Autonomous District Council, Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, Garo Hills, okay, Jayanta Hills. All these are presented their respective approaches focusing on aspects such as customary laws, community ownership of land and issue of annual pattas. So they are explained about their laws or policies with respect to land management. Okay, and how the ownership of land is going to be maintained, and the pattas, how the pattas are being given, and how to digitize these steps. Also the challenges in digitization they discussed and how to solve these gaps. All these things are discussed in this conference. Okay, the next topic is Kerala Digital Resurvey of Land. Means Kerala is surveying the land because they want to give allot some lands to poor people. The government wants to allot some land to poor people. So before going to allot, they have to first survey how much land is available with the government. For this they are making one survey. Initially they declared this survey in 1966 also, but it was failed due to some reasons. So again now they are doing the survey. Okay, on the occasion of 66th Foundational Day of Kerala, state government kicked off digital resurvey to ensure speedy delivery of land related services to people. Even after this survey will happen, automatically whatever the land queries are there with the people, they will be easily solved fast. Okay, that is the ambition of this program. Along with solving the queries of people, they want to allot some land to the poor people also. That's why they are making this survey. The proceedings of resurvey of land launched by Kerala government in 1966. Actually, the survey was launched in 1966, but it can't happen due to some system failures. However, it was never completed because of lack of modern technology, limitations of traditional systems. Okay, there is no modern technology available at that time like digitization of land records, so it was failed. Now that's why the state government want to make the resurvey now. Therefore, state government of Kerala has launched digital land resurvey project Ente Bhumi. It is named as Ente Bhumi. Okay, my land, to identify and provide plots to over 3 lakh landless families. So they want to provide to 3 lakh landless poor people land. Okay, it was launched as part of the state government policy of land for all, records for all and all services smart. So it is launched under the theme of land for all, records for all. Means land will be given for each person and there will be records exist, digital records exist for the land, so that there will be no litigation in future, and smart services. At the same time, speedy services will be provided in case of queries. Okay, that is the ambition of this Kerala program, Ente Bhumi program. Okay, the resurvey will be completed in 4 years. The project time is 4 years, and of 1666 villages in Kerala, 1550 will undergo digital resurvey. So totally there are 1650 villages. Out of this only 100 were left. 1550 will undergo the digital resurvey. The project cost is 850 crores. Of this, 438 crore will be allocated from Rebuild Kerala initiative. So out of this fund amount 850 crore, 450 crore, half of the amount will be funded from Rebuild Kerala initiative. Okay, that is an initiative of government of Kerala. So how this Ente Bhumi help people? How this Ente Bhumi initiative help people? The resurvey will help strengthen land records and make collection of data for agriculture statistics more effective. Means it will strengthen land records, it will improve land records and provide data or statistics for future transactions easy. So if any person came to the revenue office for some query, immediately it can be solved because the data is available, so that there is no litigation, the data will be clear, so officers can immediately solve this query. Revenue and registration departments will able to provide land related services in timely manner via single window online system, and they can provide these services by online also. They need not to go to revenue office every time. They can check their status of their registration or re-registration or changing the thing, okay, from transferring the land from one person to other person. These all status they can check online also. It will help government maintain up-to-date land records, so that resurvey is not required anymore. So there will up-to-date land records will be available. So every time survey is not necessary, because it is already surveyed. It is recorded in government records. They can follow these records for any further changes. Here, a comprehensive geographical information system (GIS) database can be set up to be used by government departments. So they even established one MIS information management system database. Okay, that can help provide the information to the people up to date. Okay, how this survey will be conducted? The nodal agency for resurvey projects implements Department of Survey and Land Records. So there is a nodal agency to implement this program, that is Department of Survey and Land Records. It will deploy 4,700 employees to conduct a digital resurvey. Modern equipment like real-time cinematic rover, robotic total station for this survey. They are even using modern equipment like drones, rovers to accomplish this survey. The survey of around 70% of land will be conducted using RTK rover, 20% of land using robotic total station, and 10% using drones. So they are using different types of rovers. RTK rover for 50% land, 20% land there is robot, and for 10% there is drone. Okay, like that they are conducting this survey. The next topic is Bhumi Samman Award. By this you can understand by the name only. Okay, it is nothing but it is an award given to people who did best in digitization of land records. Digital land record. Okay, Bhumi Samman Award set to present to President of India on 18th at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, to state secretaries, district collectors along with their teams who excelled in achieving saturation of core components of Digital India Land Record Modernization Program, DIL RNP, who did best in digitalization of land records, Digital India Land Records Modernization Program. In this, who did the best, they will be given this Bhumi Samman Award by the President. Okay, the prestigious award ceremony aims to acknowledge outstanding performance of individuals, teams in implementation of this DIL RNP program. Okay, they want to celebrate the excellence in this field. A total of 9 state secretaries, 68 district collectors along with their dedicated teams will receive esteemed Bhumi Samman in recognition of their exceptional achievements. 9 state secretaries and 68 district collectors have received this Bhumi Samman Award. These individuals have excelled in achieving saturation of core components of DIL RNP. So they achieved the core component saturation of this program. Means in every core program they achieved the best. Okay, every factor. Making significant contribution to digitization and computerization of land records. So once the core components has been finished, it is easy to finalize the digitalization and computerization of land records. So empowering DIL RMP. Bhumi Samman scheme primarily aims to acknowledge and encourage outstanding performance in implementation of DIL RMP. Okay. The program is instrumental in modernizing land records registration processes, streamlining. So once modernization of land record happen, what happens? Registrations will be easy and administrative procedures will get easy. Okay, they won't take much time. Suppose registration is there, simply they will check on which name this land exists. They simply transfer within 1-2 days. Okay, like this every transaction, administrative transaction will go easy and ensure transparency and efficiency in governance. So this lead to less fights. If there is litigation, what happens between farmers and developers? Always there will be some sort of litigation fight. So they give headache to the government. So all these bottlenecks and headaches of the government will be solved, and there will be transparency and efficiency in governance. Part 2, 100% digitization. The Department of Land Resources set ambitious target of achieving 100% saturation in digitization of land records across all states of country by 31st March 2024. So they want to achieve 100% digitization by 31st March 2024. The Bhumi Samman serves as inspiration and testament to dedicated efforts made by individuals, teams in realizing the goal. They want to celebrate and respect those people who did great in making 100% digitization a success. Okay, platinum grading for excellence. There is grading also for excellence. Districts that are successfully achieve 100% targets in the core components of DIL RMP received prestigious platinum grading. So the district which finished the core component in 100% digitization got performance platinum grading. Okay, this recognition signifies their exceptional performance and commitment to embracing digital transformation, modernization in land record domain. So this will prove, grading will prove that they did so much great effort in achieving 100% digitization. Means like to students, school students, they give A, B, C, D grades. Means a person got A means he was excellent. Okay, B means just satisfied. C means okay, not bad. D means almost bad but okay. Okay, like that. So they got this platinum grading means they did so fast, very great results they achieved within specific time. Okay, building trust and partnership. The Bhumi Samman scheme exemplifies principles of cooperative federalism and trust between center and state government. So this Bhumi Samman Awards has improved the relationship between state and center. So center is implementing the program by state government. State government, every district excelled in implementation of the program means automatically the center will be impressed by the state government work. Like that the state center cooperation will be increased because of this Bhumi Samman Award. The grading system awards is based on performance reports and inputs provided by states and union territories, fostering strong partnership in computerization, digitalization of records. Okay, whatever the grade is given, that is based on the performance report and inputs provided by the states and union territories, fostering strong partnership in computerization or digitalization of land records. Okay, so the next concept is Odisha introduced bill to ease land acquisition. Odisha made a recent change in land acquisition, that is when one builder or government is going to take land from farmer. At that time they will do an assessment whether it is feasible, the land is feasible, the farmers are okay with it. Okay, the land is feasible for the project or not, environment wise. Okay, like that. So now they want to stop this assessment. They don't want to make this assessment because it is taking lot of time, and even environment organizations are doing protests. Again the government is taking efforts, headache to stop this protests. So that's why they want to stop this assessment now. That is a major decision taken by Odisha government. How it took place, let us see here now. The Odisha government has proposed to amend right to fair compensation and transparency in land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement act. Even they will assess whether the farmers are getting right price for the land or not when the government is taking land from the farmers. Now they want to stop this process also. Okay, is land acquisition process for various industrial and infra projects. The government take for industrial and infra projects, the government takes land from the farmers. Okay, so that is known as land acquisition. Okay, what they will do, they will settle some amount to the farmer. Okay, some part of market value, and they make some agreement and will take the land from the farmers. Okay, Odisha government aims to do away with the mandatory provisions of social impact assessment study. So now they want to stop the social impact assessment study of each project because it is very time consuming, and if they do this assessment, automatically the environment protests will come out. Okay, the government has to solve these issues also before the land acquisition, which says time consuming process. Okay, they want to save the time and they want to get rid of several protests and problems. The state government, through Make in Odisha initiative, intends to attract private investments in mega projects across sectors to fast track development process. Okay, so by Make in Odisha initiative, the Odisha government want to attract private investors or builders to invest in government projects. Means that is nothing but a PPP basis, public private partnership basis. Okay, for mega projects. So how this program is going to fast track the development progress of the state. So in this fast project, they can't make a social assessment because it is taking lot of time. This will slow down the Make in Odisha initiative. Okay, providing hassle-free land to project proponents is one of the basic requirements for industrial infra development. So without a hassle, without a headache, they want to settle the land so fast so that they can make development projects fast. Projects like affordable housing, industrial corridors set up by state government, infrastructure projects, highway, railway, industrial projects involving displacement of 100 families or less, acquisition of private land of 500 acres or less, exempt from conducting social impact assessment. Whatever the projects for government like highways, railways, okay, affordable housing, okay, industrial corridor they want to set up. In that case, they do from hundreds of families they will take the land. At that time, they don't want to waste the time by making social impact assessment. Without assessment, they directly take land from the public or private people. Odisha will fourth state to amend legislation as Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka have already made amendment and received assent of President of India. So till now, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Karnataka have implemented this rule. Now Odisha is also implementing. Odisha is the fourth state to implement or stop the social impact assessment of land acquisition while making government projects like industrial corridors, highways, railways, infra projects, affordable housing, like these things in government projects. They do not check the opinion of the people. They can take the land. Okay, they won't do any social impact assessment also. The next concept is dotted lands in Andhra Pradesh. Dotted lands are nothing but land with no official records. No official record. Means land without records over a century, like 100 years. It is like that only. So the dotted lands happen due to several reasons. Okay. Number one, Forefathers give some land to the grandson, but he don't know where the land is, how much the land is. Okay, there is no papers. Just he know that his forefathers has given some land. Okay, and British time lands. In British time, some people will get the land. Okay, afterwards they won't transfer in inheritance. After some days, the next generation, 4th, 5th generation people will come to the court that claiming so and so land. And the third thing is donated lands. Okay, in princely states, some kings will donate some land, but after some days it will fade out. After the government came up, the records are no more exist. That's why now some people will come to the government and they claim that some king has donated the land to us, like that. But there is no proof. In that case, the government can't take it serious. Okay, so due to these dotted lands, what is happening? There is lot of disputes, land disputes happening. Even if a land is dotted, there is no official record. Anyone can illegally occupy the land. Illegal occupation will happen. Even the government, some of the government lands, the private builders illegally possessed. So what is happening between the government and private builders? Also, lot of disputes are going on for land. So these all things are giving to headache to Andhra Pradesh government. That's why the government want to solve this problem as soon as possible. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, a significant issue regarding land ownership emerged with existence of dotted lands. Okay, land with no official record. These lands named as such due to surveys conducted during British era. So they exist over 100 years. Faced ownership disputes that have persisted over the years. There is ownership between that has been persisted over years. Okay, the Andhra Pradesh government had taken up task of addressing these disputes to provide clarity and benefit to landowners, particularly farmers. Now the government want to solve this issue because it is like a trap. Many people are gone disputing for the land. They will raise cases in the court. They will do lot of rounds to the court. They will pay the lawyer bills, but they are not getting the land. It is a hassle for both government and people. That's why the government want to solve this issue as ASAP, and they want to benefit the farmers who own the lands actually. Okay, so understanding dotted lands. Dotted lands refer to disputed lands that lack ownership documents. There is no document, official record of those land. The possessed person also don't have any documents with him. Okay, those disputes arise when multiple individuals, including government, revenue department, assert their claims over the land. Okay, now what is happening? Government, revenue department claim one land, at the same time it is privately owned. In that case also disputes are happening. During British era, land surveys conducted to identify government owned and privately owned lands. Okay, even in British era there is differentiation between government and privately owned lands. But what is happening? Because the government is not claiming the land immediately, the private people are illegally occupying the land. Then the government is claiming the land, like the disputes are arising. When disputes arise, clear ownership could not established. Dots were placed in the ownership column, signified disputed status of the land. In land records, what is happened? In place of owner, there will be dots, means it is a disputed land. Even ownership disputes will happen due to inheritance also. Suppose a father is there, he do not write a will or power of attorney. He dies. Then what happen? Automatically 3 to 4 sons of his will be fighting for one land. Like that also inheritance cases are happening. They are carrying from years. Okay. Ownership disputes for dotted lands primarily stem for issues relating to inheritance. When landowners fail to leave clear wills to pass their land to their heirs or children, conflicts can rise when multiple heirs claim ownership. Okay. The father won't write a will, power of attorney. In that case, the sons are going to fight for the same land. Furthermore, land may be considered state owned by government but occupied by private parties. Okay, government lands will be there, but they private builders what they will do? They will occupy illegally. Then also fight will happen between both. Okay, land records associated with disputes, some of which date back over century, has been locked up in the prohibited list and registers. For this disputed land, there is a register exists in revenue office. Okay, there will be a register list. In the list also the owner name will be blank or dotted, means it is a disputed land. So what is the scale of this disputed land till now in Andhra Pradesh? It is around 2,06,171 acres. Okay, out of this Nellore is having highest or largest acres of land, that is 43,000 acres. Followed by Prakasam district, it is having 37,000 acres of land. So the total is amounting to 80k out of 2 lakh, means 2/5 land belongs to 2 districts only. Okay. Now the state government want to resolve these cases fast by assigning granting titles, financial assistance. Means whoever the farmer who cultivating dotted land for more than 12 years will be granted titles. Suppose a farmer is there, he is cultivating dotted land since more than 12 years. Then he will be granted the land. Then he will be the legal owner of the land. He can avail government farm loan also for fertilizers, okay, seeds, fertilizers, okay, crop support, equipment. For all these things he can take a loan also from the government. They will get clear land ownership documents. Okay, they will have full rights over this land. He will be the legal owner, he will get the documents, he will have full rights over the land, and he can even apply for the farm agri loan, okay, from the government to get support in the form of seeds or fertilizers. Okay, he can even sell or gift the land to kin or relatives. What is the motivation to the government to do this scheme? That is the state government decision to address dotted land disputes in Andhra Pradesh, driven by multiple factors. Firstly, over 1 lakh applications have been received by Chief Commissioner of Land Sealing to resolve these disputes. So, why the government has taken this initiative means, till now over 1 lakh applications the Chief Commissioner of Land Sealing got to resolve these disputes fast. That is the first reason. And the second reason is YSR Jagananna Shashwata Bhu Hakku and Bhu Raksha scheme. Okay, this scheme has been introduced recently. This scheme wants to resolve disputed lands fast. Okay. Secondly, in urban areas, illegal sale of dotted lands, unauthorized construction of houses lead to unnecessary taxation. So, in illegal lands, people are constructing buildings or apartments. What happened? They have to pay the tax. In that case, again dispute is happening. So, this become a headache to the government. Furthermore, government incur losses in terms of stamp duty revenue. The government is also getting losses because of these illegal constructions happening in urban area. Okay, and large scale ownership disputes. Addressing these issues, part of government comprehensive resurvey of lands under this scheme. Okay, YSR Jagananna Shashwata Bhu Hakku and Bhu Raksha scheme. Under this scheme, they want to solve the disputes soon. Okay, aimed at providing permanent titles deeds to the farmers. They want to provide permanent titles to the farmers who is cultivating a farm more than 12 years. He will get the title and papers and legal rights under this scheme. YSR Jagananna Shashwata Bhu Hakku and Bhu Raksha scheme. Okay. So this is all about land issues, friends. Hope you like the video. For many videos like this on our channel, please do like, share, subscribe. Next time we will meet with a new topic, friends. Thank you.